Coming up on Dine and Dish Nation, the sign says, "This town ain't for weenies." We're boasting about burgers and everything else on the menu at Townhouse Detroit. It's steins and schnitzel. We're headed to the Dakota Inn as we celebrate Oktoberfest in the D. And sometimes you just gotta rev up the fun factor. Bowling, billiards, and beverages. Just the beginning at Punch Bowl Social. Hi, I'm Kam Carman. Welcome to Dine and Dish Nation, where we explore the fabulous eateries of Detroit and beyond, and we celebrate the culinary genius that's feeding America's comeback city. Thanks for joining us as we welcome reviewers from all over our community who've come together to dish about their local favorite restaurants. Dine and Dish Nation works like this. Every week we ask 3 guests, people who are just like you, to check out 3 local dining establishments. We are not food snobs here, just real people talking about real food and offering real reviews. We're here at Wright & Company, where nothing says Detroit like this place. High above Woodward Avenue, its kind of eclectic yet historic atmosphere lends even more evidence to the claim that we are a city of Renaissance. They are historic meets hip, and we are so proud to call Wright & Company our home base for Dine and Dish Nation. This week we're welcoming recent MSU grad Kerr Govan, Pharaoh Muhammad, who is a professional actor and instructor, and Detroit radio personality at WJLB and iHeartRadio, Kirby Gwen. Now, to kick off today's show, it's Townhouse Detroit. They're known for their comfort food that's cool, a library of libations, and of course that awesome atrium. And they say, this town ain't for weenies.
My name is Nicole Jarvis, and I am the head chef here at Townhouse Detroit. Oh, we have all different kinds of people from all different natures and walks of life. It's very diverse here, from high-end, low-end. It's really, everybody just comes here to be part of a family. Enjoy it with your family. We get a lot of huge parties. We're one of the busiest restaurants in Michigan. We serve about 6,000 guests a week. If you notice, our symbol is a key. It's kind of to make it like your home, like you're coming into our home and we're inviting you into our home, you know, to enjoy our food and our style of food. Lunchtime, it's all about your sandwiches. We have the BLTA grilled cheese sandwich, which isn't your basic just cheese and bread. It also has a basil pesto on it, served with tomato soup. And then dinner time, it's all about the burgers. We sell tons of burgers. It's our best seller. It's what we're known for. Our burgers are special because it's not your basic ground beef. They're made with half ground ribeye and half brisket. It just adds that extra flavor versus just your basic ground beef. Our decor is actually very different from everywhere else. We do have that retracting roof where in the atrium where it feels very open. The windows also slide open, so it almost feels like you're outside. We also have the patio where you can be outside. And inside's a little bit more quiet, more reserved for the families who just want to sit down and talk. Townhouse is just a great place. It's a great place to come and enjoy with your family. It's a great place to come and really have some good food. You know, I will be here every day. Feel free to ask for me and I will personally come say hello to you. And it's a great vibe here. And with the music, the people, it's just a fun time to come and visit with everybody else.
Townhouse Detroit, it is a great place to go. It's very, very fun. So they're kind of known for their burgers and their, you know, comfort food. It really is a thing where it's cooked well, service is presented well.
Yeah, my burger was very juicy. The Townhouse Burger is made with a 28-day aged steak.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and the flavor was delicious. 28 days in my house, it has to go in the trash. But there, it was just totally delicious.
How about you ladies? What did you guys have?
Well, I definitely went for dessert. So I had the cake. And I'm big into being able to Instagram my food. And it comes out with the big sparkler on it. And it's like this delicious vanilla cake with the buttercream and the crumble. And then you get the confetti sprinkles on there. So it was so good. It was moist. It was layered, but it was just, you know, small enough. Not too much, but you can still share it.
I think you've coined a new phrase. You
Instagrammable.
said yeah, Townhouse is very Instagrammable.
Yeah. Instagram worthy for sure.
Yes.
How about you, Kerr? What'd you have?
So the chicken and waffles for me was my favorite dish. I went with a couple of my girlfriends and we went to Townhouse for brunch on a beautiful summer afternoon. And we chose to get some mimosas and turn up a little bit. And then we got the chicken and waffles, which were amazing. Any opportunity to get chicken tenders with your breakfast, I'm all for.
That's right.
The waffles were cooked perfectly, like so soft, mixed with the savory chicken and the hot sauce mixed with the maple syrup. It's like this unlikely combination that just works so well, and it's so satisfying, and I rave about it to everybody.
I love it because the chicken is very crisp, the waffles are, you know, really tender. It is really a miraculous combination. It's like, who thought of that? Right? Brunch there too is fun because it goes all day. I mean, you could be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh yeah, it's almost dinner time, but you're still eating brunch there.
Absolutely. I get there at like 1:30 on the dot and we're ready to go.
I had to say the service was really, really good. My server was new to the restaurant, and it was his last day of training, but he was phenomenally talented. He was well versed with the items on the menu, and he didn't appear to be in training. And I had to tell the manager, I said, I don't know what you guys are teaching this guy, but he's got it. And but he was very accommodating, and that makes you feel good. It makes a especially when you're going to eat. Really. You know what I'm saying? When someone can make you feel comfortable about what you're about to eat, especially if you've never been there before.
Yeah. Right. It's you know, the place reminds me of, and you guys are too young, all of you, of Pharaoh's Ice Cream Parlor. It's
Who's
like
too young for Pharaoh's Ice Cream?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know your dad taught you about it, right?
Right. But it's just the lights and the bright and the fun,
absolutely.
and then, you know, but it's also, you know, it's kind of elegant too. It's
right.
It's a great place.
Yes. Great birthday restaurant. I will
always,
yeah.
There you go.
Or when I have a lot of friends that come in from out of town, they're like, well, where should we go? I go to Townhouse, you know?
Absolutely.
On to this week's second venture now, the Dakota Inn Rathskeller. It's Detroit's only authentic German bar, and it's been around for 85 years. But it's not just about plenty of pints. They've got piano sing-alongs, live bands, and of course, Oktoberfest.
Dakota Inn was established in 1933. I'm third generation owner. My grandfather started it in 1933. Took him about 4 years to actually finish the whole Dakota Inn, but since about 1938 it hasn't changed since the way it looks now. We're celebrating 85 years this year. All the tables and chairs are all original from 1938, I'm going to say, when it was completely finished. The murals on the walls are all from the early 30s. We specialize in German cuisine. A lot of the recipes are old German family recipes, like the potato salad that we make is my grandmother's recipe. We do German potato pancakes, again, grandma's recipe. Items like schnitzel, beef rouladen, sauerbraten have all been handed down through the generations. So we pretty much stay all German with the cuisine and the entrees. We're traditionally known as a sing-along bar. We have a sing-along every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening, piano accompanied. Oktoberfest is actually the best time of year. We kick our Oktoberfest off the same weekend that they kick it off in Germany. In Germany, they kick it off with a ceremonial keg tapping and a reading of a proclamation, which we're going to do the same thing tonight.
Therefore, be it resolved that the Dakota Inn Oktoberfest is hereby declared to be a civic celebration in the city of Detroit during this period, September 14th to October 27th, 2018.
everybody has a great time. It's like they feel that they've walked into a place in Germany. They can't believe that something like this could be in Detroit.
The Dakota Inn is a very unique place. It's different because it's been there so long, and a lot of people really don't know about it. It's tried and true. It's authentic, but it is a really fun place that is really one of the oldest places in Detroit.
It's no secret that Detroit's really having a moment with the restaurant scene, and I feel like there's all these new, unique concepts popping up in our city, and it's so exciting. But with that being said, it's so easy to forget about these places that have been around, like Dakota Inn, for upwards of 85 years, who have, like you said, stuck with the same recipe. They know what's good. They know what brings the customers back. I mean, they have such a loyal following. There's typically a wait, so I was told to make a reservation, and once I did, I was right in the door and had an unbelievable time. And the atmosphere just put us in the best mood. Everybody's so loving and welcoming, and we just had such an amazing time as a family, eating amazing food in this place that just was like pure joy and happiness and nostalgia and Detroit history.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I want to go back.
I loved it.
So, what did you guys have?
I had the Bavarian bratwurst, which I was a little hesitant at first. I was like, I want to get like something really massive, but no, like it was really good. And the thing about the Bavarian bratwurst, it's actually simmered in like a light beer.
That works.
But I'm funny about like alcohol and like meats together, but you couldn't taste it. It truly like enhanced the flavor. So I was all about it. I wasn't mad. I was satisfied.
I think that I brought my family because it's a comfort food type of place, and who better to eat comfort food with than your family?
Absolutely.
So we did it all family style, and we tried a lot of the menu items. I mean, I ate so much. I had to be almost rolled out of there.
What did you have to eat?
I had the potato pancakes as an appetizer, and I was expecting them to be crispy all the way through, because I'm a Coney Island guy, and I get the hash browns.
I kind of figured that about you.
Yeah, I got that look. Yeah. So the Coney hash browns are nothing in comparison to the potato pancakes. When you bite into them, they have a creamy interior, crispy on the outside, but they also come with a side of sour cream and applesauce. Now, I wouldn't have thought of those two combinations together, but they were sure tasty going down. So,
it's that sweet and savory that we keep going back to.
The potato pancakes came out, and they were so perfectly salty and the perfect amount of grease, and I honestly filled up on them before anything else came out.
Absolutely, yeah. And then after that, I had, the soup was a Reuben soup. It was kind of a creamy, sort of corned beef. I think pieces of corned beef in the soup. And then for my entree, I had a baked chicken with the German potato salad, which is mainly a potato mash, and kind of spicy. They're not known for a lot of spice in their foods, but this particular potato mash was a little spicy. Very, very interesting. It kept my palate moving around in circles.
Okay, wait, I have to talk about the German chocolate cake.
I
ordered it.
I didn't get the cake.
I was so full, but I made room for it, and it did not disappoint. I brought like multiple pieces home, ate it for the rest of the weekend. It is the best chocolate cake in Detroit, hands down. If you get one thing on the menu, it's the German chocolate cake.
Well, you can't have a German restaurant that have German
chocolate
cake.
No,
you can't.
But I had the apple strudel, and it was very flaky. The crust was. The apples were just past firm. They weren't too crunchy, and they weren't too soft either. Even without the ice cream, the strudel stands alone, and it is a wonderful nod in the direction of the culture of Germany. And I have to say, I would probably, I would say without hesitation, I would get it again. Who am I kidding?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Like I can definitely see myself going there with some friends to like just to sing along, just to say, you know, like you were part of, like you said, this historical place in Detroit. You know, you gotta check it on the bucket list.
Right, no doubt about that.
Right.
And now it's time for our final eatery, Punch Bowl Social. It's called a dirty mashup of chandeliers, food for foodies, PBR tall boys, craft beverages. What doesn't it have? And there's also an arcade, karaoke, and bowling. Take a look.
So Punch Bowl Social is a 25,000 square foot entertainment venue in the middle of downtown Detroit. We like to feature ourselves known as Eater-tainment. We host many groups of all sizes. Social events and gatherings of 20, 50 to 100, signature birthdays. We host groups of up to 1,000 people. And then plenty of activities such as bowling, ping pong, karaoke, and our retro arcade. We give people a memory and an experience that they come back for on their own. So the food is a Southern-inspired, diner-inspired Southern cuisine with our own spins, and of course, we use our local purveyors as much as possible. One of our signature dishes at Punch Bowl Social here in Detroit is our famous chicken and waffles. We have a chipotle syrup and then spiked with a strawberry. We do Punch Bowl service. The great thing about Punch Bowls is they're a communal drink. There's something that's shareable. You sit at a table, you order one up for 4, 6, 8 guests, and you talk. Your phones go away. You enjoy a great craft cocktail that's done in Punch Bowl service. They're fully leaded. They're great recipes, and there's something that people love to have here at Punch Bowl Social Detroit. We definitely hang our hat on our food program, our craft beverage program, but on top of that, people come here for a great time. They come here with groups of friends and just have plain fun on a night out in downtown Detroit.
Punch Bowl Social is a really fun place, a lot of things to do, but you know, they kind of pride themselves on not only do they have, you know, a lot of entertainment, but their food as well is good.
Yeah, I have to say, I had the chicken and waffle, and the interesting thing about this particular dish was that it was prepared in a way that I found to be rather interesting, because typically when you have a fried chicken, if it's crispy, a lot of times it's dry on the inside.
Right.
If it's not very crispy, sometimes it's juicy. It was crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. The waffle was soft. It wasn't too firm. It cut well against the knife. And the syrup, I had the smoked jalapeno.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Smoked jalapeno syrup. It had the right amount of heat, so the heat didn't overpower the sweet. You had to kind of search for it a little bit, but when you found it, it was there. So when you're tasting it, you can taste the sweet up front, but you have to kind of search for the heat a little bit. But when you find it, it's kind of like in the middle towards the back.
I got it.
Oh, but it's delicious.
Did anybody take part in the bowling or the karaoke or the...
I'm sorry, I just got excited.
You got a little...
Because that was what it was for me, was I was like, okay, this is like an activity. So I too had the chicken and waffles, which I want to find a way to I want to make that syrup at home.
Right.
I'm like, okay, y'all just give me a vat from the back. I'll bring my own Tupperware.
Just throw some jalapenos in.
Right. But yeah, I just enjoyed that opportunity to kind of get active, after my meal. So it's like, 'cause you know, sometimes when you have a good meal and you just sit and then you sit and then you need a nap. So, you know, stretched our legs a little bit, bowled. We had a really good time.
How about you, Kara?
I agree. I had the most incredible time at Punch Bowl Social. I bopped in after a Detroit Lions game, and it was the best decision I made all night. The atmosphere was absolutely electric. Everybody was having the most killer time at the bar. I actually got the lobster roll. So the lobster was incredibly fresh. I could tell that it was, you know, maybe flown in that day, maybe the night before, incredibly fresh, just an incredible sandwich that I was so surprised to have enjoyed at the Punch Bowl Social. I will say that the bowling was almost like this luxurious type of bowling. Like the seating is so beautiful. They have these like very comfy couches so you can kind of relax in after you know, gorge on their delicious food. And they have like table service where someone will come to you while you're bowling and provide you with drinks and bring everything you need. So you can snack, you can drink, you can do all of your, you know, refreshments while enjoying a very fun game of bowling. I mean, it's just the best atmosphere. I had a killer time.
Yeah, there was no way though I was going to be able to go to the bowling alley after I ate all that chicken and waffles, that limeade, and they also have kettle chips with the home house-made ranch. So bowling was not in my
cards.
No,
not in your cards.
No. But they have an arcade there as well that I definitely have to go check out. I don't know if they have the classic arcade games like Space Invaders and Pac-Man, but I love arcades, and that's something that the city has missed for so long, because I remember growing up and there were arcades all over the place, video games everywhere, and
it's funny because it's all encompassed, all in one spot, and the idea is actually a nationwide idea. They have these same kinds of restaurants in different cities as well, and you know, why not Detroit? It's great. So join us next time for more real people, real food, and real reviews right here on Dine and Dish Nation. I'm Kam Carman. Thanks for being with us.